Grand Line Bound 75th chapter review. Special thanks to the ones that's been there the most, the ones that's been there always showing love, constantly just commenting on my videos. Special thanks to my brother, my Nakama, one of my bestest friends in the community, Straw Hat Lucas. Same goes to you, Marth, Young Usopp, JJ Sherrod, Will of Fire, Will of Dreams, whatever you go by, Will of Theories. Appreciate you, Will. Appreciate you, Mello. Appreciate everybody that watches these videos, man. Alright, let's get it though.
Don't mind us. We're just out here burning schools and libraries and shit. But subscribe to Grand Line Bound, will ya? Okay, thank you.
The cover page shows Yamato in the North region, about to embrace Kiku in a giant hug. Chobos is there as well. Pretty heartwarming cover page, nothing too crazy. Let the 75th chapter review for this channel begin. The chapter starts off by showing a young Dorian Bragi and Harold. It turns out that these three were childhood friends. The chapter then goes on to explain that Harold was born into a bloodline of ancient giants. From the get-go, Buddy was built physically different, which caused him to grow into a rebellious asshole that nobody could control. I mean, what do you expect from the big fella? When you grow bigger and stronger than everybody in a country where weakness is looked down upon, anybody could be subject to such douchebaggery if you ask me, you know? But I digress. The next panel shows the Blunt Kingdom. I honestly read this wrong the first time. I was like, oh shit, the Kingdom of Blunt? Let's go! I thought Oda snuck that one in there for me. I know he watches Grand Line Bound. I mean, who doesn't? Everyone. Hey, yo, shut the fuck up. But anyway, in this kingdom, there seems to be a festival or a carnival of some sort. And one of the attractions seems to be a giant lady that stands over 10 feet tall.
That's a huge bitch!
This lady goes by the name of Ida, and we see the townspeople fleeing from her. We also see Harold watching through some binoculars, pissed off. How dare they turn a giant into a mockery? Now, unfortunately, we don't see the ass-beating festival that takes place because the next panel shows Harold's boat taking off, and Harold is talking to Ida, and she asks him, who is he? And it honestly doesn't matter what he's gonna say because she slaps the ever-loving shit out of him.
What is the 5 fingers say to the face?
What?
Slap!
Look at him.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Now Ida demands that they turn the boat around, to which Harold replies by insulting the townspeople of Bunt, by calling them puny dolls. He's like, why the hell you want to go back over there, bro? Those little fucking bastards. Ida must be related to Nami because she responds by laying an ass beating that's very Nami-esque, you know? Turns out that the town of Bunt weren't just some evil overlords. They didn't capture Ida and make her work like Harold initially thought. Ida says that those people took her in, gave her food when she was on the brink of non-aliveness. And there's not much to say about this panel. Ida gives Harold an earful for being an ignorant piece of shit. Just because he was born big and strong and handsome and rich and a great warrior doesn't make him better than most. Well, kind of does it. I don't know. Kind of does. All those things that I listed are pretty awesome to have on your resume, you know what I mean? But nevertheless, humble yourself, bro. The fuck? Humble yourself, man. Harold turns the ship around, and Ida starts to help the townspeople out. King Harold orders his men to help out as well. The giants are very impressed by the many things that the humans are able to create and engineer. They're marveled by their construction techniques, the spices that they use in their foods, even the fabrics that they use in their clothing. And look at King Harold. Bro's big mad. You gotta remember, his disposition that the giants are superior to everybody else made it hard for him to try to learn any other culture besides the Elbaf way.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
Super sick panel of him and the other giants doing the Nika dance though. He eventually comes around, you know. We learn that Ida hails from a place called Samuanai Island. Well, at least you tried. That was terrible though. In the South Blue. And that's when Harold asks her if she's ever gone over the blood-soaked serpent, you know, the red line. Now, we see some panels of Harold and Ida looking at some humans and Harold yoinking a giant shark out of the ocean. I took this as a montage of the journey that Harold had with Ida. Even his men notice how he went from warmongering giant savage to a simpy lover boy.
Would you look at this, man? Boss is turning into a real Captain Save-A-Ho.
Hey, what the fuck is a Captain Save-A-Ho?
It means he's trying to save a promiscuous... You know what? Never mind, man. It means he's changing, bro.
Ah, dang, he invite lady back to home.
Yeah, man, can you believe it?
It's Elbaf bros over Elbaf hoes, man. The chapter jumps even further ahead. It's 105 years ago from present day. King Harold is presenting his plans for Elbaf's diplomacy and relations it has with different countries of the world. Because basically, they don't have any of those fucking things. They run rampant through the world, you know. And for the most part, King Harold wants to change all that. But this causes some of the people to ridicule and mock him. And some of them even go as far as to say, like, he will never get Dory and Braga to stop their savage ways, you know what I mean? They're out here fucking shit up. King Harold tells his people that the three shared their childhood together, and that he has no doubts that they will continue to treat humans fairly, as they've always done. He also says that they could still hold their warrior ways, but they will have to change some of their traditions in order to make other countries feel welcome. And we see Jorul and Jarul in the back laughing like two old decrepit fucks. This is 105 years ago, and you're fucking old even back then. Harold proposed what's called the reciprocal diplomacy. Basically, two countries exchange diplomats to build a deep cultural and ethical understanding. A friendly hostage situation, if you will. The chapter takes us 20 years later into the future. A eastern fishing village would be the location where Harold and Ida welcome their new baby boy into the world. But they are greeted with bad news almost immediately. Due to Ida and the newborn's heritage, they could not be accepted into the royal family because only purebloods can be accepted. King Harold laments and asks Ida to forgive him. All these rules and traditions are simply just that. Rules and tradition. It doesn't change how he feels about her and his sweet baby boy, little Hazardin. Nevertheless, he's quickly introduced to his new wife, a woman that goes by the name of Yeet'd. She hails from an alcohol village in the north region of Elbaf. Now, this woman is a practitioner of the earth wind arts. Now, this Yeet'd chick immediately moves in on Harold, and she's like, hey, yo, you need to forget that eastern wench and that fucking bastard little boy you have, huh? Whoa. Now, it's pretty clear from the get-go that this chick is a little bonkers, you know? She's hyper-focused on energies and omens and signs of good luck and bad luck and all this other kooky shit. And she even introduces him to an 8-legged horse of good fortune named Asura. Now, Yeet'd does some more quirky shit, like remove all the jewels and the gold from the throne room, and she orders the king's servants to replace all the dishes with silver dishware, you know, for good luck and shit. She's just like, you know, out of her fucking mind. Now, roughly around 70 years ago, due to the difficulty of navigating the seas, Elbaf's navigation intrigued other countries. And we see Harold teaching some sailors about a particular star that never moves, called the North Star, or Pole Star. Very, very interesting shit. I cannot wait till Nami finds out about this star. We also see him telling stories about the fishmen and the merfolk, and about the birth of a prince named Neptune. The chapter jumps forward 7-ish years later. While King Harold is still overseas, Loki is born. Yeet'd calls to hold her son for the first time, and she sees his face, and that's when she sees Snake-Eye, baby! Now, because Yeet'd is a complete whack job, she freaks the hell out, man. Even some of her servants are like, hey, yo, chill, bro, it's just a baby. The fuck? Well, she doesn't chill the fuck out. She orders them to tell the king that Snake-Eye, baby, didn't make it. She said it's cursed and calls him a monster. That fucking ruthless broad. Fucking hate her already, dog. This panel got me right here, man. When Loki reached up for love, nobody was there. Yeet'd straight up yeets his ass away into the realm of the Yeet'd babies. Truly horrific shit, man. Yeet'd proceeds to pack her bags, and she says that she will return to her village and she will never give birth again, especially to no Snake-Eye baby. Now, one of the soldiers tells her that something is coming up from the realm of the dead, and then we see the Snake-Eyed baby crawling up the wall. And like, who do you think you are, Snake-Eyed baby? You think you're Luffy from Drum Island? Now, it said that soon after this little Snake-Eyed baby wall crawling event, soon after Queen Yeet'd collapsed due to ill health, and that's what the fuck she gets, fuck her. And we see her on bed rest, demanding that they throw the Snake-Eyed baby away, believing that he will fulfill his prophecy and slay his father one day. We see King Harold, struggling with the bullshit of the world, trying to find a true diplomatic solution to the many problems of the world. A nearly impossible task, bro. Bro is big stressing out. He's like, how the fuck do I do all this shit, bro? We also see Ida trying her best to get Hajradin to accept the fact that Loki is his little brother. If you know anything about kids, that's not gonna fucking happen, bro. It was said from then on, every terrible thing that happened to Elbaf was the result of Loki's curse. Or should I say, the result of Loki's existence. Or should I say, the result of Loki not subscribing to Grand Line Bound and then me putting a curse on him. That's what he gets, bro. I don't care. Snake Eye, baby!
Hey, you know what happened to Lucia? They didn't subscribe to Grand Line Bound. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Said you keep touching.